So, this is a Goodwill haul. This is a Goodwill haul. I don't even remember if there was a specific reason for this haul or theme, so maybe I'll figure that out as I go along. I want to call it like a winter fall haul, but I don't really know if it's that. Anyway, this was my first pickup. I don't know, it wasn't my first pickup. I don't know in what order I picked these up. These are just some pale pink pastel plaid pants. I don't know if this is like really doing it justice. They're really cute pink and gray. I don't know if these are like what era these are. Made in Korea, so obviously not that old. And the brand is Santa Cruz of San Francisco. These are just a cute little pink plaid vibe, so they kind of look like a golf pant to me. I don't know, I'm gonna like style them up with like a cute, maybe like a cute gray cardigan. I mean, that might be like a little too preppy for me, but I could do like a t-shirt and some heels. Not heel, that sounds ugly. Like a t-shirt and some loafers, you know, I don't know. So this was from the Goodwill. What do we have here? Okay, so this was kind of like, I was kind of looking for holiday-ish stuff and Christmassy stuff, but they had like a whole rack of holiday sweaters and stuff, and it was mostly garbage, so I don't know if people aren't donating or like Goodwill is taking out anything that they deem like actually cute, which I feel like I have my suspicions on that one, but it was just like everything on the holiday sweater rack was like Target overstock, and like not that there aren't cute things at Target, there are. It was just like the clearance stuff nobody wants. There were no super old like 90s or 80s like Beverly Goldberg like big ugly sweaters. So I don't know if the Goodwill's like trying to sell those online or if like some other thrifter or somebody beat me to them. There was just nothing this time, which was kind of sad to me because it's kind of like my little Christmas tradition. Like I don't buy, well, I say that I don't buy a lot of stuff and then I'm making a YouTube channel that's like mostly hauls, but like I don't know, I usually try to buy them thrifted, but I haven't been seeing a ton. Anyway, this was one of the only Christmas items I found, so that's why I'm mentioning this. So this was $6. That's what they were charging. Some things were more, and they're having like a no discounts for holiday stuff. So this is the only thing I found. It was a Radio City Christmas Spectacular starring the Rockettes. So basically just a Rockettes like tourist t-shirt, but it still had the tag. I don't know if this is from the 2000s or what, but I thought it was cool. Obviously my head was like, in my head I was like, if this was like older, like vintagey vintage, it'd probably be worth a lot of money, but this looks like a more of a newer one. I'm gonna guess this is from the early 2000s, but I'm not sure. But I still thought it was cute. That was pretty fun for, you know, it was new with tags. I thought that was pretty fun for the whole, you know, like Goodwill that didn't have anything. Like this was the best I could do. So, and then I picked up this sweater. So it says Christian Dior. I'm assuming it's like the Dior for like the mall or whatever. And now I'm noticing that there's crap inside, so maybe that's why it has a mark there too. I think I could get that out hopefully though. I was wondering why they didn't have this marked up, because even though it's like obviously like Christian Dior for the department store, so it's not like the high-end stuff, like people would still buy this, and my Goodwill will mark up everything. Like every coat is 30, every shirt, if they think it's like, you know, outdoorsy, it's like $1 million. And we're not talking about like really expensive things, like not even expensive, like Patagonia or like even higher end stuff than that. We're talking about like really like lower tier brands they'll mark up. So I was wondering why this wasn't marked up, but now I'm finding like a big crust thing on the front here. But I almost think this is from like the checkout process and being in the cart, because I like looked this thing up and I was like filming it and I didn't remember seeing the schmutz on here, so hopefully I can get that off. Anyway, that was one find. So I also picked up this coat. Now my Goodwill doesn't have any deals on coats anymore. They're pretty terrible. So this one was $6.49, so not the worst, but 90% of their coats are above $25 or $30, so I usually don't buy them. This is looking pretty washed out, but it's just a pastel pink coat. It's Lands' End. It's a medium. I did try it on and it was a little baggy, and I don't even know if this is like the shell lining of a coat or if this is like one of those packable puffers or something, but I wanted to take the risk, so I have 3 coats. I have 3 coats that I bought. I guess 2 of them were retail, which I never buy retail, but I think they were like a Black Friday deal. So I got a white long puffer and a pink pastel long puffer from Land's End, and they're pretty decent. And then I have 2 Land's End coats that I've thrifted, and I pretty much cycle through all these coats all the time. So the long ones that I paid for, and then I have a red one. It's kind of ugly and not as warm, and it's a shorter one. It was a thrift find, so I'll probably sell that one. And then I have a gold one that's also a long puffer, and that was a thrift find. And then I have a green, like a khaki, or not a khaki, an army green short one that's like, I think like a medium. It's really good for like in between weather, or like right now when it's 50 or 40 with like a heat tech shirt under it for walking. And then I also have a black one, also thrifted, but basically I'm ranting, but I wear these all the time, so anytime I see a Land's End coat, I will check it out. I went in there to find Christmas stuff and winter stuff, and it was kind of a dud, so I got the coats and stuff, but I just got random stuff. So I found these pink cargo pants, and they're called Urban Groove. It says they're only 30% cotton though. At first I was like, oh, these are probably some made in China, like Shein, you know, pink trendy cargo pants, but I'm pretty sure they're like dance wear, like for people that used to do like competitive dance. So like if you had like a hip hop routine, you'd be wearing like something like this a lot of the time. So that's not why I bought them. I just thought they'd be fun to wear, but since they're like mostly polyester, they'd actually be pretty good for like active wear, or maybe like if I want to do like a dance class, like an adult dance class, or like even just dance in my home and like pretend I'm doing hip hop well and just do it from the comfort of YouTube. Then we have a t-shirt. So my partner found this as well. These tees were like really popular in the 2000s, the early 2000s or mid 2000s. This one is the Jesus is my homebody. Jesus is my homeboy, and they had a Mary is my homegirl one. I remember these were everywhere when I was like in middle school or high school. I always wanted the Mary is my homegirl one, but I never got it. And so now I finally have one. It says the brand is Teenage Millionaire, made in Hollywood. So I don't know if this is the exact one I used to see that was like in Hot Topic and stuff, or if this is like a special one, but we had to grab that. This was another find from my partner. So he almost did a little bit better than me on some of the stuff. And he got the shirt because it was the sale tag or whatever. It's just like an old lady kind of shirt, but it's by the brand Ideas, and it had tags on it, I believe. Yeah, so it was never worn. Tag Ideas, kind of vintagey, but also kind of old lady-ish. It's just an extra large, so like I think it was fairly cheap, and it has kind of like that Western vibe, and Western's pretty in right now, so we just got this to sell. Obviously this is not my size, but it's just kind of cute. It's got the paisley and the denim. It's just kind of fun. I know like this is kind of like a mom shirt, but like I feel like some cool girl or guy would just like rock this and like look really cool. It does have shoulder pads, so it must be probably 80s, but it was just kind of it just had to be there, I guess. The next couple of things I got were just kind of random. I was really trying to find like the color tag of the week, but I swear that they just take stuff out or they re-tag it, because they literally have nothing that is like the tag that's cool. But in the regular stuff, I found this skirt. I'm assuming it's vintage. I can't read the tag because it has like a staple thing on it. Essentially is like, what do you call this, tulle? It's a long black tulle maxi skirt. I know I'm not doing it justice here. It's like, actually, I don't want it to touch. It's just a tulle maxi skirt with a huge bow. Like, just picture this as part of a really cute holiday New Year's Eve outfit. I don't know, I just had to get it. It's black. I love black. It's tulle. It's like girly and gothic. It's also vintage. I just had to go for it. Like, this was too cool. I just couldn't leave it behind. Kind of along the same vein, I was finding a lot of stuff I liked, but the prices are kind of ridiculous now. But I was kind of like, I just want these things, so I'm gonna go for it. I found this dress, and honestly, I have days where I can't tell if something is like made by Shein, like Chinese cheap, or if it's just like old and handmade. And this kind of was like fitting the bill of both, but this kind of gave me a vintage 70s vibe. Now it doesn't seem super high quality, so it could just be a modern like reproduction type style, but it's just a yellow lace dress, Gives like a vintage prom dress vibe though, and I just thought this was so pretty. I just wanted to wear this. Like, I don't have a prom, or like, I don't know what I'm gonna wear this to either because it's very thin. And the sheer like material is making me like second guess myself and think that this is like a Shein or something. Like, it doesn't have any tags, so like I can't really, it might just be a cheaply made thing. I don't know. This is super cute maxi dress. I'm gonna have to do like a picture of this as well because this is not showing up the way she should. Then I had a couple of things that were more just like dumb purchases and kind of spontaneous, but I saw the Jersey Shore trivia game. Honestly, I had to get it. I mean, the Jersey Shore is kind of garbage. I mean, it's entertaining though, and this is just like nostalgic. Like, I feel like if you were in college in like the 2010s or whatever, was it the 2010s? Yeah, 2009 to 2013 is when I was in college, and like we used to like, I don't know, Jersey Shore was just such a pop culture moment. Like, everybody was watching it. We would have like Jersey Shore like frat parties, and like me and my friends would watch Jersey Shore together on Thursday nights, so it was just cool. Anyway, I just picked this up. Maybe a stupid purchase, but I think it was $1.50, so for the amount of fun and laughter we're gonna get out of this, it'll be worth it. I hope all the parts are in here. It's pretty cool though. And then I found another one of these hats. So I've been seeing hats like this at my other Goodwill in my area. Not really in my area, like 40 minutes away. Like these vintage kind of knit. I don't know if these are golf caps or what. I just think they're cool and they're vintagey. Now, I didn't buy the other two because the hats are kind of getting pricey, but this is like a little Penn State one, so I just bought it. I just thought it was like a fun vintage hat. I'm not gonna put it on. You know, it's like there's like fuzz coming out of it, but just a cool piece. The other two I saw were red and super cute, and I'm like, maybe I should have bought them, but trying to be like mindful of what I'm giving. And then I grabbed a few more things. I saw this little Christmassy boot, and like my Goodwill really didn't have crap, but for some reason I thought this was super cute. This was $4, and I just thought it was like adorable, and I'm like, that kind of has a vintagey vibe. And normally they don't put out anything vintage that like is remotely vintage or looks vintage without marking it up to like $30, or they'll put out stuff if it's chipped or it's missing pieces. Like, they're super sketchy. And I'm not like blaming the employees. There's like some really nice employees there, but the Goodwill management is just like not it. But I just thought this was really cute. I think this is actually vintage. I don't know. I'll have to look it up, but I just wanted a little decor. And like, you don't need to buy new stuff. Like, there's already Christmas stuff in existence. Like, you don't need to buy, I mean, I don't want to say don't buy any cheap like made in China plastic crap, because I do shop at the Dollar Tree, but I don't really shop for decor or anything I'm gonna throw out every year. Like, the people that get new Christmas tree decorations annually, like, why? Like, that's really wasteful. I mean, if that makes you happy, I guess do it, but like, why do you don't have to throw it away. You can like give it to someone or donate it or something. But I don't know. I guess if you're mega rich, you need hobbies, but I can't relate to that because I would feel bad about all that tinsel and all that plastic in the landfill. So yeah, I picked up these little UGG slippers, which these were an impulse purchase. I saw them as I was going to the cash register, and I was like, ooh, UGG slippers, like, I bet you they're a lot of money, because my store marks everything up. Like, they'll mark up Walmart sneakers to $20. And then I saw that these were $6 only, so I bought them, and I'm like, there's no way they didn't mark these up. But then I was like, how did I get such a score? Like, my store never leaves this stuff. Like, they're so stingy. I'm like, oh, this is such a score. And I got home, and then I realized that the slippers aren't really as like expensive, or the slippers aren't really as high of a retail original price as like the boots, so they're probably not that great of a deal. But I just thought the pink ones were cool. I was gonna resell them because I think they're a bit too small for me and like try to pay for my haul, but they're not like the level of boots. I'm still trying to find some UGG boots, like not like from the Goodwill though, like maybe at like Ross or something where they're like reduced in price. I have seen some Uggs there back in like the early fall or late summer, but they were like super plasticky. They almost looked like moon boots, and they were actually super cute, but none of them would go on my feet. Like, it didn't matter the size. Like, they had really tight ankles, so I did not get them. And then I did pick up one other Christmas thing, because I just really wanted something Christmassy. There was nothing spectacular and nothing was a great price, but I just wanted to do Christmas. So this was $5 and it was just a vintage Looney Tunes kind of silky holiday vest. So I did grab this. Again, there were no like chunky sweaters or anything. There are a few cute things that I put back, but they were just like modern and like cheaply made, and they weren't like, I didn't need them. So I'm pretty sure this is the last bag of stuff, but everything has been chaotic and I keep like overlooking things. So my partner just got the Rambo trilogy, I don't know, and then he got Michael Douglas Falling Down. I don't know what this is. The Adventure of an Ordinary Man at War with The Adventure of an Ordinary Man at War with the Everyday World. I don't know. And then he got Fun Home, a Family Tragic Comic. I'm not familiar with this either, but we'll see what that is.